Okay, welcome back. And we are actually in my paint booth, which in reality is my back porch. So I I bought this rack at Lowe's, and it's like a metal rack that has like 4 shelves. I only put 2 shelves on it because I was going to use this for hanging parts. And the shelving system was like $20 or $30. It was really not expensive. And it's, I guess I just wanted a nice, clean, easy way to hang parts. And they're far enough off the ground to where it really doesn't make a huge mess. So I'm going to actually paint these. So I'm going to start off by, I'm going to clean everything. And I'm cleaning everything with acetone. And I'm doing it outside. It's really, obviously it's well ventilated. And I really want the paint to stick well. So I'm going to go through and make sure multiple times that I go over everything. And right now I've got the bulk of it already because I'm not picking up any other dirt on this. So we will have a nice, solid, and durable paint finish. Pre-sanded everything. I'm going to go over this one more time. It does not hurt to go over it a couple times. I'm still picking up black, so I'm going to go over it again. I'm going to go over them until I get no black off of on the paper towels. I want to do it one time for the next 50 years. I got a little bit, but that's actually really good. So I got a lot on this side. So it is so the paint, like I said, the paint that we're going to use is chassis paint. It's going to be black, and I'm going to clear coat everything as well. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So the next one. found acetone to be the best cleaner. I mean, it tears off paint. That's the only scary part. You have to be really gentle with it. Here, I don't care if it tears off paint. All I care about is that it cleans it. It cleans it and it actually kind of dries it. So the way these are hung up, I'm going to try to make sure I get paint underneath in there and there. But where it's hung up, that is, the bolt is going to be there. Here it's the same way. It's going to be undercover, so all the edges will be painted. I'll just make sure I get it here. This doesn't get painted. Well, it gets painted, but it doesn't really need to be painted anyway because it rides. But on here, everything will get painted here. And on this back one, I'm just gonna have to make sure that I touch up underneath there. But that'll be, and that's the cost. The benefit is that I'm gonna be able to paint the underside of the frame very well. And I'm wearing gloves because it just, I don't want to get my own grease on it. So it is just easier easier to use gloves. And plus this acetone is pretty harsh. These parts will look brand new when they're done. I know it doesn't seem like it's true, but they really will. The frame is going to take quite a few paper towels. That is okay. So right now I have probably 2 hours into sanding, which, I mean, it's really not, sanding and cleaning, which is really not that bad. And I just made sure to take my time and to get everything so. These frames are really durable too. It is, they're so thick. And so well built. That they are very, they are really built to last. In the sanders I used a random orbital that I got at Harbor Freight. That was, I think I even got it on sale for like 15 or 20 bucks. The other is a small little like 2-inch disc that, again, I got at Harbor Freight. It's the Air Tool and works really well actually. Again, I got a 60 gallon compressor. You need a 60 gallons is probably the minimum for that. But it really works well in tight spaces. Well, this frame looks really good. And it will actually look very, very, very good when done. So we are going to, the game plan is to paint it, probably put 2 or 3 coats on it. First, I've got to cover these up right here. These are the bolts that hold on the shocks. I don't like, they come out, I don't really like to take them out because they are in there hard. And so they're in there so hard that it is nice that they're not coming out. So yeah, I'll put blue tape around them. I don't mind taping around them. That's the only thing I really have to tape around. And I'm super good with that. Very comfortable. And again, this frame does not really weigh that much. So me moving this around is really not a problem. I'm going to keep going on wiping this down until it comes up kind of clean. This acetone is really kind of unusual because it just dries so fast. That is actually how I used with my gas tanks. When I clean out my gas tanks, after I rinse them out, I'll put in like a half a cup or a cup of acetone, shake it around, drain it, and that really dries the tank up so fast. You see, it's coming up a lot less black already. Let's keep going. And again, the thing with acetone, it actually does take off paint, and so a lot of the black on here is not dust anymore, is actually paint. That's why you have to be really careful with acetone. But it makes a great surface. It's a great prep surface for painting. Okay. All right. Let me get some blue painter's tape. And I will be back. And then we will paint.